Okay, everybody. My name is Antonio Bailey of the Digital Revenue Accelerator Method. We are here today to talk about the sales blueprint for coaches, service pros, and other experts on LinkedIn and Meta. You don't want to miss it, so stick around. If you want the slideshow from this presentation, let me know in the comments and I will get that over to you. Let me know in the comments. So without going on any longer, I'm going to jump right into the material right now. All right. We are here. Everything is culminated up until this point. Now we've created an offer. We've generated leads for that offer. And now we're going to learn how to sell that puppy. That's what we're going to learn. All right. Here is the sales blueprint. How coaches, service pros, and experts quickly and predictably build the perfect sales process and achieve their client enrollment goals. The sales blueprint game plan cheat sheet. How coaches, course creators, and service pros quickly and predictably build a sales process and achieve their client enrollment goals without having to wonder where their next client is going to come from. Have you ever wondered where your next client is going to come from? The Client Enrollment Express program outline. This is one small step of our Client Enrollment Express program, the clearest, most predictable system for anyone serious about achieving their client enrollment, acquisition, and goals. Meet me, Tony Bailey, founder of the Client Enrollment Express Fast Start program. I created this program to help coaches, course creators, and service pros get off to the fastest start possible and begin enrolling new clients in 2 weeks without feeling like a total imposter. Once I was able to zoom out and create a complete A to Z strategy that covers every step that you need to fast track enrolling my first 3 clients, did I start to get amazing results. I've gone on to teach over 200 clients this exact system, and the results have been amazing. My wife introduced me to the online space going on 8 years ago. I quickly saw that most companies were more aligned with a money grab than actually delivering the transformation that they promised to provide. I sought the best training and mentors, went on to build a 6-figure company with the sole intention of empowering everyone that I came in contact with because a heart of service drives me. Here is just one of my past clients out of 200 plus that was able to get great results. Be sure to download your sales blueprint playbook. Unlike most programs, you're not here to watch a bunch of long boring theoretical videos and leave more confused than when you started. The goal of the sales blueprint is for you to do this with me, one step at a time, so you can finally build a perfect sales process. This is the simple system we use to build a bulletproof client enrollment process each and every day like clockwork. Imagine what it could be like to know exactly where a person is in your process and when they'll be ready to come into your program. Imagine that. This is why most coaches fail to build a perfect sales process. They're overwhelmed by not knowing how to develop a sales process. They're burnt out by not being able to overcome objections before they even come up. They're frustrated by struggling to enroll new clients consistently. So let's talk about how to increase your client enrollment in a hurry. How to go from overwhelmed, burned out, and frustrated to creating a sales process that skyrockets your client enrollment. Here are the sales blueprint action steps. Number 1, we're going to outline a clear sales funnel with stages. Number 2, we're going to script out your own chat engagement template. And number 3, we're going to develop sales scripts tailored to your target audience. So let's outline a clear sales funnel with stages. Here are the obstacles to outlining a clear sales funnel with stages. Number one, not knowing your ideal client on a deep level, but that shouldn't be an issue at this point. Number two, not taking a problem solver attitude. Ultimately, we are here to show up and solve problems. That's all sales is. We're going to solve problems. And number three is being inconsistent. So let's outline a clear organic sales funnel with stages without struggling and wasting tons of time before we are able to see results. Here's how to outline your organic sales process with stages. I'm about to show you the simplest organic sales funnel that you need to be able to hit 10K, 20K a month. Number one, you're going to create traffic by sending targeted friend requests and connection requests if you're on LinkedIn. That's how you're going to generate traffic. When you send that friend request, those people are going to come to your profile and check you out. If you send that connection request, those people are going to come to your profile and check you out. Next, you're going to make sure your profile is optimized with a powerful message that attracts that traffic. When they come to your profile, when you send that connection request and they come to your profile, they should hit an attractive message immediately. The first thing they see should be something that they are attracted to. And you learn what they are attracted to through all the previous trainings that we've had, all the research that you've done. You're going to place that message right there on your profile. Next, you're going to make sure to meet and greet each and every person that decides to raise their hand and say, yes, I want to be in contact with you. Yes, I want to follow you. Yes, I want to be your friend or a connection. You're going to reach out to them via chat and start a relationship. That is your organic funnel. So next, you're going to script out your messenger framework using this template. Number one, you're going to build rapport. Number two, you're going to use a point of reference. What that does is it brings you together. It magnetizes you to the person that you're talking to and puts you on the same playing field so it doesn't feel like friction. Number three, you're going to gather information. You're going to ask strategic questions. Number four, you're going to ask permission to give feedback. Number five, you're going to give a call to action. And if need be, you're going to do number six, which is handle objections. Here's an example of what happens when you execute a clear sales process. You book all these calls in on your calendar. Number two, develop a sales script tailored to your specific target audience. Here are the obstacles to developing a sales script. Number one, not understanding their needs and desires, not understanding the needs and desires of your ideal client. Number two, not following the framework that I'm about to give you. And number three is not putting in the reps, not actually going out and using the script. You have to use it, because if you don't use it, you lose it. All right. Use this template and develop a sales script tailored to your target audience without becoming frustrated and quitting early before you have your break. Now take this template and create your own sales script with your offer in mind. So number one, the first thing that you're going to do is build rapport. Well, Antonio, what does that mean? Greet your prospect warmly. Briefly introduce yourself and your role and thank them for their time. That's building rapport. The next thing that you're going to do, the next section is you're going to set the agenda for the call. You're going to build a box around the call so that the prospect or the person that you're talking to does not get outside the lines, because that's what people want to do. They want to color outside the line. So anytime you build a box to put this conversation in and the person starts to get out of bounds, you pull them back. You say, hey, you remember in the beginning we talked about what we were going to do on this call? Let's come back over here. All right. You're going to set the agenda for the call. Outline the purpose for the conversation. Clearly state what the prospect can expect from the discussion. Mention any key topics or questions that you're going to cover. Now, take this template and create your own sales script with the offer in mind. Now you're going on to the discovery phase. So we had the rapport building phase, the agenda phase, setting the agenda. Now we're going on to the discovery phase. Here are the questions that you start to ask in the discovery phase. The what question? What hurts? What do you really want? What's the cost if nothing changes? The why questions. Why now? Why me? Why is this important to you? Instilling doubt. What has kept you from being able to solve this problem on your own? Why have you not been able to fix this on your own? These are your discovery phase questions. Now we're on to the pitching phase. Now you should have all the information that you need to pitch or to offer a solution. You're going to say something like this. Based on what you shared with me, I believe that my XYZ program will be a great fit for you. This is a unique program designed specifically for coaches and course creators who want to get XYZ result in a certain time frame without XYZ problem that they have been experiencing. Does that make sense to you? That's a tie down. Does that make sense? They're going to say, yes, that makes sense. You're going to get their input at each step. Hey, does that make sense? All right. When they say that makes sense and they would like to hear more about your offer, this is how you're going to pitch your offer. You're going to say, because you said this, because you said you were having this pain, what we'll do is solution. And for you, that means benefit and tie down. Does that make sense? So because you said that you are having a lead generation problem, what we're going to do is implement the birthday wisher strategy. And that's going to bring you leads on autopilot each and every day. Does that make sense? Then you're going to go to the next one. And I know you mentioned that you were having a sales issue where you couldn't make any sales. You couldn't handle objection. So to fix that, we're going to implement the sales matrix system, and that will help you increase your sales by 50% so that you stop leaving money on the table. Does that make sense? So what you're going to do is you're going to take the 3 problems that they have expressed during your discovery phase, and you are going to marry it to the solutions that you provide in your offer, and you're going to give them 3 simple statements, and that's going to be your pitch to join your program. Once you do that, now you're going to be quiet and let them sit and think until they ask the next question, which will probably be, how much is it? Then you're going to say, for you to go from where you were to where you want to be, it's going to be $4,000. For you to go from not being able to generate any leads and never bringing in any clients to having a fully booked program, it's going to be $5,000. And then you sit back and be quiet and let that soak in. Now, that's going to be amazing for you. Here's an example of some of the people that I taught how to do this exact thing. They put this sales script into place and they were able to make good money and have a skill set for a lifetime selling high ticket, any ticket product that they want. Next, number 3, we're going to establish a follow-up process to nurture leads and close more sales. Now let's establish a follow-up process to nurture leads and close more sales so you can stop leaving money on the table and stop leaving hurting people still hurting. So let's establish a follow-up process to nurture leads and close sales. We are going to use the content tagging strategy. So what you're going to do is when you create a training on your profile or a training that you already have, what you're going to do is when it's time for you to follow up, let's say it's time for you to follow up after a week or 2 weeks or even a month, you're going to go back to that specific person and say, hey, have you seen the new training that I created on generating leads? I just released it. I just tagged you in it. Did you get the notification? They're going to say yes. And you're going to say, awesome. By the way, did you ever get clear on your offer? Or did you ever figure out the lead generation side of things, etc.? Whatever they say they had an issue with in the past, you're going to write those things down when you find them out and make sure that you bring that back up as when you follow up, if and when you follow up. Whatever their pain point was at the time that you talked to them. This is an example of establishing a follow-up process in nurturing leads. Countless people that I've worked with have been able to implement these exact strategies and make real good money and enroll new clients. In order to take your client enrollment to the next level, we'll be taking 3 simple actions. Use this page as a checklist to complete these steps. Number 1, outline a clear sales funnel with stages. Create a map of your sales process so that you can optimize it for the best results. Number 2, develop a sales script tailored to your target audience. Take the template that I provided and create a sales script that is geared to your specific audience for best results. And number 3, establish a follow-up process to nurture leads and close sales. Follow up, follow up, follow up. Can't stress that enough. Create a follow-up schedule and stick to it to keep from leaving money on the table. So let's zoom out. Remember, this is the foundation of a much more powerful system. The book called Mastery Program is the clearest, most predictable system for anyone serious about booking calls at will and acquiring new clients so they can build a successful coaching business. If you want to know more about this program, the link will be in the description. I need you to reach out to me. This is the next step in your evolution. This is what you need. Reach out to me. Reach out to me. Congrats, you made it. Set up your support call so I can answer questions that you may have and get you back on the right track, or get you on the right track to enrolling new clients. And also, it's time for you to, if you made it through this course, it's time for you to elevate into the next step. So I need you to click that link below and set up a call with me now.